Hello and welcome back to the shop. Today's slightly different again. I'm going to be rebuilding the forks. As you can see, I've taken the forks off the bike already. I actually deleted the footage of me removing the forks, sanding them down, preparing them for paint and all of that good stuff. This is where the ABS speed sensor was. I shaved off the bracket to tidy up the forks a bit and sanded it down before painting. So today I'm going to replace the fork seals and dust cap as well as the fork oil. These are the fork seals and dust caps I'm going to be installing. The first job is to remove the dust cap. Now I will remove the fork stanchion and pour out the old oil. I'm pouring the oil into a pot so I can see how much there is. According to the documentation I found, I'll link to it in the description below, the fork requires 470 ml of W10 fork oil. This style of telelever suspension doesn't have a spring in the fork and the oil is only used for lubrication. I'll give the tube and the stanchions a wash out off camera. Next I remove a small metal wire locking ring. I use a flat screwdriver, careful not to damage it as I didn't buy a replacement. Now it's time to remove the seal. You can buy a specialist tool. Apparently it makes the job extremely easy. Do a picture of it up here. But I managed with a couple of old bent screwdrivers and a couple of picks. Now it's time to put the new seals in and put the oil back in. I'm using an old jar to measure the amount of oil. Putting it on a weighing scale and measuring 470 grams of water and then drawing a line to indicate 470 millilitres. I'm using Valvoline synthetic fork oil W10. From 1 litre you'll get enough to do both forks with a little left over. Now I'm using a large socket on an extension with a rubber mallet to knock the seal into place. The socket needs to be large enough to sit on the outer edge of the seal. Here I'm lubing up the seal to aid the insertion. I knocked the seal in until it's seated and you can see the rebate for the locking ring. After knocking the seal into place, I replace the locking ring and pour in the oil. Then put the stanchion back in, careful not to damage the newly seated seal, and then knock the dust cap in with the rubber mallet. And that's it, forks rebuilt. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not already, and please consider pressing the notification button to let you know when I stick out a new video. Next week should be a good one, making the rear fenders, mudguards for the bike, and it'll be back to a similar to our old format.